everyone, and welcome to Evolve Yourself TV. I am Agni James, and tonight we are going to be doing guided meditation. We're going to do some chakra balancing from this excellent book I have right here, The Sevenfold Journey, Reclaiming Mind, Body, and Spirit Through the Chakras. Who would not want to reclaim your mind, body, and spirit, right? This is implying that your mind, body, and spirit are not claimed, I guess. So we gotta reclaim these things. It's important. And then I have with me one of the best books ever written. It is called The Tao Te Ching, and we've been reading through this one passage at a time, one verse at a time. There's 81 verses in this. This was written a couple thousand years ago by Lao Tzu, the founder of Taoism. Real cool dude, nice guy, and he tells us a lot about things within this dualistic framework. So we're just going to go through a passage of that. Those of you who don't know, I have a master's in philosophy. I love philosophy, so we'll be doing some philosophy discussion. And I am a chess instructor IRL, so we are going to be doing chess as well. So it's going to be a really good show. Oh, and then the new addition to the show. The last 2 days that I've streamed, we've done readings from Grimm's Fairy Tales, and this is a great book, by the way. This is this is a classic. So you're in for a treat tonight. Let me tell you. Hey, JT Farms. I figured if I stream late, it will just be you and me. You know, I figure no one else will show. So you and I get to spend some quality time together tonight. Let me tell you. There's a story behind that too, actually. Oh, hey, Subi Blues here. How's it going, friend? Good to see you, man. I am Subi Blues, a streamer here on Twitch. He's in with the fitness and health community. He's buddies with one of the coolest people that I've ever met on Twitch, Grace Yoga. Totally amazing person. Subi Blue typically streams Jackbox party packs, things of that nature. Subi, I haven't seen you stream lately, though, man. Are you still streaming at all or not? Grace has actually transitioned over to Insight Timer, and now she does Insight Timer. I think it's Tuesday through Friday during the day. So check her out. She's an awesome person, a great yogi, and a wonderful human being as well. Oh, you haven't been streaming? Yeah, well, that explains why I haven't seen you. That explains why I haven't been in any of your streams lately. It would have been weird if I was just hanging out in your chat and you weren't even streaming, and if I've just been hanging out there for for weeks. But Subi Blue, have you ever read from Grimm's Fairy Tales? Have you ever checked out Grimm's Fairy Tales before? This is a new addition to the show, and it's pretty awesome. I never really read Grimm's Fairy Tales at all, and then my mom gave me that book when I was 8, and it's just been sitting around, and I just popped it open the other day just for the hell of it. I started reading it, and it's pretty incredible, and it's dark. I like the fact that it's dark. It was written, and then I looked it up. It was written by the Grimm's brothers, and they were, I believe, they were in Germany in the early 1800s, maybe the 18 teens, and they wrote that book, and they were the shit. So, Subi Blue, you said yes, you love it. Awesome, cool, yeah. Well, I know you said you're popping in here before going to bed, and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it later. I don't know. This I could change up everything depending on how long you're gonna stay. I could hop in. It's usually the last thing I do is Grimm's Fairy Tales. But if you got 15 minutes, I'll run through the next story right now. It's your call, man. I haven't seen you in a while. I'm excited to see you. So I'm gonna give you an option. If you got to get to bed, I understand. You said I got it. You mean will you be around for the story? Oh, you can hang. All right, there we go. We're gonna mix it up then. Yeah, JT, this is totally off script. Grimm's Fairy Tales was always how I envisioned concluding this show. So today we're gonna mix it up. We're gonna open the show with Grimm's Fairy Tales. All right, I need some light for this. You need a little light in order to read. It's just one of those things. So, Subi, we've already done the first 2 stories. Yesterday we finished up with The Golden Bird, and the first one was the 12 Dancing Princesses. And now we're going to read The 3 Spinning Fairies. This should be pretty interesting. It's 5 pages long, The 3 Spinning Fairies. I'm down with spinning fairies. You know, they seem pretty cool to me. Like if there's just some fairy spinning around, I think that's pretty neat. Okay, here we go. This is intense. This is reading number 3. Subi, you say you're retired. Mom doesn't have a bedtime for you. Perfect. All right, man. You're in. You're an adult. You can stay up a little later if you want. Right. All right. Here we go. There once upon a time, a girl. Okay. Yeah, that's great. That's a great start. That's how it's going to be the whole time. It's going to be me not being able to speak. All right. Let me try that again. There was once upon a time a girl who was lazy and hated work, and nothing her mother could say would induce her to spin. At last, the mother grew angry, and losing all patience with her, gave her a beating. All right. You know, nowadays, if a parent gives their kid a beating, I mean, they're going to lose the kid. DCFS is going to come in and take that kid. But they didn't have DCFS back in this time. As the girl began to cry so loudly that the queen, who was driving past at the time, heard her cries and stopped. She went into the house and asked the mother why she was beating her daughter like that. Her screams, she said, can be heard outside the street. The mother was ashamed to confess the truth about her daughter's laziness, and so she answered, I cannot get her to leave off spinning. She is forever at her wheel, and I am too poor to keep on buying her fresh flax. Ooh, all right. I see where this is going. This is pretty nice. Hey, Herbert Smithens is here. Good to see you, friend. How you doing, man? Good to see you, brother. Herbert Smithens is an awesome guy. Super grateful that you're here. I'm doing something different. I'm doing something off script tonight. I'm reading Grimm's Fairy Tales first. So we're gonna, and you know, it's always the thing that I read last. So we're mixing it up here. We're reading the 3 Spinning Fairies. Is that all? Said the queen. There is nothing I like so much as the sound of spinning. I am never happier than when I can hear the humming of the wheels. Let me have your daughter, and I will take her home with me to the castle. I have plenty of flax, and she can go on spinning there to her heart's content. The mother was heartily pleased at this proposal, and so the queen left, taking the girl with her. On their arrival at the castle, she took her upstairs and showed her 3 rooms filled from floor to ceiling with the most beautiful flax. This is pretty cool. So earlier they said that this girl was lazy. She did not like to spin. She never wanted to spin. Her mother, that's why her mother was beating her. She was pissed because the daughter wasn't spinning. And now this girl's going to have to like go in there and like do crazy amounts of spinning. So that's kind of karma, I guess. You know, in a way you could think of it. Spin me all of this, said the queen, and when it is finished, you shall have my eldest son for your husband. Your poverty is a matter of no consequence to me, for I consider that your unremitting industry is an all-sufficient dowry. Holy shit! This is amazing. So she's super poor, and she's gonna go on and spin like all this crazy amounts of flax. And then she gets to marry the prince. This is amazing. And then she's gonna be in great shape, you know. All right, this is serious. Hey, Rocco Hemda's here. Good to see you, man. How's it going? We are reading the 3 Spinning Fairies from Grimm's Fairy Tales. It's good to see you, man. Rocco Hemda, he doesn't sleep. He gave up sleep. He sold his soul to the devil, and then that was one of the things he had to do. Give up sleep. All right. Anyways, the girl dared not say anything, but she inwardly trembled with fear, for she knew that she could never spin all that flax, even if she were to sit at her spinning wheel from morning till night for 300 years. As soon as she was alone, she began to weep, and she sat like that for 3 days, without doing a stroke of work. So she's just sitting there crying. She's crying for 3 days instead of getting to the wheel. It's like, you got to at least try. I mean, what's going to happen if the queen walks by? How come nothing's done? You know, the queen's going to be like, why have you not even started? You've been here 3 days. What the fuck? You know, this is serious. Like, you don't mess with the queen. I mean, people think this is a joke, right? But if back then, if you would mess with the queen, we're talking the early 18 teens. Like, this was serious shit. You know, this was like you're gonna get your head chopped off, and they would just chop off your fucking head. It's gone. It's like one day you have your head, the next day you don't, and you're dead, and that's it. All right. And by the way, there's a cool picture. I'll show you all the illustration. Okay, cool. When the queen came again on the third day, she was surprised to find that the flax had not been touched. Yeah, no shit, right? She thinks this girl's going to be spinning all the time, and this chick's just hanging out there not doing anything. The girl excused herself by saying that she felt so lonely and homesick that she had not been able to begin her spinning. The queen was satisfied with this excuse, but as she was leaving, she said, "Tomorrow, mind, I shall expect you to begin your work." Alone once more, the girl was at her wit's end to know what to do, and in her distress of mind, went and looked out the window. There she saw 3 funny-looking women coming towards her. One had a big, flat foot, another had a large underlip that hung under her chin, and the third had a very broad thumb. How many chess players out there, do you know where this is going? Everyone should be able to deduce this from this point on. We've been given enough information. They stood still under the window, and looking up, they asked the girl what was the matter. She told them her trouble, and they offered to help her. "If you will invite us to your wedding," they said, "and will not be ashamed of us, but will introduce us as your cousins, and let us sit at your table, we will soon spin all that flax for you." Wow! All right, that's pretty intense. I mean, the one lady's got the what did they say? She had a big flat foot. Another had a very large underlip, and the third had a broad thumb. All right, so these people are these suspicious people are going to do a lot of spinning for her, but they got to come to her wedding. They're big into going to the wedding, and they want to be introduced as cousins. I think that's like a fair deal, right? I mean, that's pretty awesome. I don't know if they just want. It's probably going to be open bar though. Think about it. It's like, it's going to be, she's marrying the prince. It's going to be like a huge festival, and then these women are going to be like, celebrities there, right? "That I will gladly promise," said the girl, "if you will but come in and begin working for me at once." So she let in the 3 women, and what queer little figures they looked. She cleared a space for them in the first room, and they all sat down and began spinning. The first drew out the thread and turned the wheel. The second moistened the thread. The third twisted it, striking with her finger on the table, and every time she did this, a beautiful skin of the finest spun yarn fell on the ground. All right, so they're like an efficient group. This is not the first time they've done spinning. Whenever the queen came, the girl hid the 3 women and then showed her skein upon skein of spun yarn, till the queen did not know how to find words enough to praise her. So the queen's now impressed. The queen is digging this. All right, this is pretty neat. As soon as the first room was empty, the spinners went on to the second, and finally they went on to the third, which, like the others, was very quickly cleared of the flax. Then the 3 women took leave of the girl, saying to her as they parted, "Do not forget the promise you made us, for it will bring you good fortune." All right, we're going to do a poll. We're going to do a poll right now. Hold on a second. I got to put a bookmark in here instead of putting the book down the wrong way. The poll is, do you think she's going to invite her to the wedding? All right? This is serious. Everyone's going to be able to make a guess. Will she fulfill her obligation, fulfill her promise? This is serious. Let's do a 3-minute duration. All right. Okay, here we go. Everyone vote. Do you think she will invite them to her wedding? All right, everyone vote. This is getting serious. Hey, Hollywood Hulk Hogan. How's it going, brother? So he's, yo, brother, hope you're doing well this evening. Yeah, I'm doing good, man. We're doing a reading from Grimm's Fairy Tales right now. I don't know if you ever read any of these, but they're pretty badass, man. I found this old book I got when I was 8 years old, and I started reading it, and I was digging it. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to read this on stream. So it's pretty good so far. All right, we're reading The Three Spinning Fairies right now. Let's see, where were we? Okay. When the queen was shown the empty rooms and the great piles of yarn, she began at once to make preparations for the wedding. So the queen knew what was going on. The queen's like, all right, this chick actually can spin the yarn as efficiently as need be. The bridegroom was delighted to think he should have such a clever and industrious wife, and showered praises upon her. All right, so he's happy with her work ethic. I have 3 cousins, said the girl, and they have shown me such great kindness in the past that I should not like to forget them, now that I am happy and prosperous. Will you give me permission to invite them to the wedding and allow them to sit at our table? The queen and the bridegroom both willingly consented to the request. All right, well, the poll said 1 person thinks yes, 2 said no, and it looks like she's going to invite them. She already is making the request. All right, they're going to be invited. This is serious. All right. The wedding feast was beginning when in walked the 3 women, attired in the most wonderful dresses. The bride greeted them and said, "Welcome, dear cousins." But the bridegroom could not help exclaiming, "How come you to have such ugly friends?" Holy shit, dude, this bridegroom is a dick. This guy is a fucking dick, man. Can you imagine that? You're inviting like 3 of your friends to the wedding, and your significant other is like saying how ugly they are. That's fucking crazy. That's a total social faux pas. You can't do that shit. Like, who does he? I mean, I know he's the prince, so I think he can get away with it. But it's like, still, that's not nice human behavior. You want to be nice to the people around you. You don't want to fucking call them ugly. That's crazy, man. All right. Then he went up to the first and asked her what had given her such a broad foot. "Turning the wheel," she answered. Then he went to the second and asked her what had caused her to have such a large lip. "Moistening the thread," she answered. Then he went to the third and asked what made her thumb so broad. "Twisting the thread," she answered. "Then," cried the prince, horrified at these answers, "my beautiful wife shall never go near a spinning wheel again as long as she lives." And so henceforth she was rid of the hated task of spinning. That's pretty good. That was clever. These Grimm brothers from Germany, like in 1815 when they wrote this thing, they were pretty clever dudes. I like that. So Hollywood Hulk Hogan, you missed the beginning of this. So at the beginning of this, basically that chick did not want to spin at all. And her mother's like getting really pissed at her, right? Her mother's like, "You better fucking spin." And she's like, "No, I'm not fucking spinning. I'm sitting here, I'm chilling, I'm not going to do any spinning." And her mother's like, "No, you better start spinning," right? So they got into this big confrontation, and then her mother just fucking started beating her up. Her mother just was kicking her ass. Dude, it was crazy, man. It was crazy, right? So her mother's kicking her ass, and the girl's screaming, and the queen is walking by and comes in and is like, "What the fuck is the deal here, right? What's going on?" And the mother was like all ashamed. She didn't want to tell the queen, like, "Hey, my daughter's a lazy cunt." She didn't want to say that. So instead she's like, "My daughter just won't stop spinning. All she wants to do is spin all day, and it's pissing me off," right? And the queen's like, "Hey, I love spinning. So come on over to my place. I got all sorts of shit you can spin." So she brings her over, and then she's like, "If you spin these 3 big fucking rooms of flax, you can marry my son and become like, princess, right? And have this big wedding, right?" So she's like, "Okay, I guess." She didn't know what to say. So then, she goes and she just does the dumbest move I've ever seen. She just starts crying. She's like crying for 3 days. So she literally does not spin anything. She just cries for 3 fucking days. Like what? Like who the hell would do that kind of shit, right? That chick's got some major emotional issues. Let me tell you. She should have like come up with some kind of plan. But anyways, after 3 days, the queen comes in and is like, hey, how come nothing is spun? And she's like, she gives her an excuse. She's like, hey, my family, I miss my family. I miss my friends. Like, it's going to take me a little while to acclimate to this new environment. And the queen was like, okay, whatever, right? So anyway, so the girl's like freaking out. She doesn't know how she's going to get all this flax spun. She looks out the window and she sees these like 3 people like walking towards her. Very odd looking women, right? And they're walking towards her. And one's got like a really big thumb. One's got a really big lip. And what did the other one have? Like a very broad foot, a big foot, right? And so she's like, she's looking down at these women. They're looking up at her, and she's looking real sad, and despondent. She doesn't know how the fuck she's going to get this flax spun, right? So she's like, hey, so the people on there are like, hey, why are you looking so sad? What's going on? So she tells them the situation, and then they're just like, all right, well, you know what? We got some great news. We'll fucking do this shit for you. We're actually, really good at spinning. So, bring us up. So she brings them up and they do all this work for her. But there's one a deal that they make, right? The chick has to promise that when she gets married to the prince, that those three women can come to the wedding. They just want to come to the wedding. They're just like, all right, we're gonna do all this work for you. Can we just at least be invited to your wedding, right? And she's like, yeah, that's no problem with that. That's fine. I don't care if you're willing to work for me and spin all this stuff. Like, yeah, you can totally come to my wedding, right? So that's the deal, and then those 3 the 3 women like spin all the flax, and then they're having the wedding, and then you heard the rest. I think you heard the rest, right? The dude was like, hey, all those people that you're bringing to the wedding are ugly. Why are you bringing these 3 ugly women to the wedding? And she's like, no, these are my friends. Like they're, and then he like asks them like why they're all weird and why they have the deformities they do, and they say we're good at spinning, and then she the girl's just like the prince was horrified. He didn't want her to look like that, so he's like, holy shit. He's like, the woman I just married, the woman I'm marrying right now is like big into spinning, and look what happens. Look at the side effects of spinning. Like this has some serious health consequences. You don't if you're gonna get like a huge lip from spinning and like a very broad foot and like a fucked up, a broad thumb, and like a big foot, like he doesn't want that in his life. He's like, he's looking for that ideal looking princess, right? He doesn't want, a woman with a lip so big it like goes down to her chin. They said it goes down below her chin. That's crazy, by the way. I didn't comment on that back then, but to have a lip that like literally goes below your chin, like, I don't know about that. I don't think I'd marry someone who had a lip like that. I mean, maybe I'm being vain. I'm sure there's plenty of like really nice women who have lips that go down below their chin, but like personally, it's just not my thing, right? But anyways, so yeah, then they're like, yeah, it's a lot of spinning. So then he's like, all right, wife, you're never gonna spin again. And then she was like totally happy because she never had to spin again. All right, so that's Grimm's fairy tales. All right, where are we at here? The poll didn't come up. Yeah, it did. JT, a bunch of people voted. A bunch of people voted on it. What are you talking about? Poll totally came up. Oh, the Tool shirt's cool. Yeah, this is an old Tool shirt from a show, man. Thanks, thank you, man. Hollywood Hogan. Tool used to be my favorite band in the world. Like back in like the late '90s, I was all about that fucking band, man. I was like huge. In '96, I went and saw Tool at the Aragon Ballroom. Actually, you're from Chicago. I've seen Tool at the Aragon. I've seen them at the Rib. I've seen them at the Vic. Back in the day. I mean, you're from this area, man. You know this stuff. Did you see them at the Aragon Ballroom? Yeah, absolutely. That was a great show, man. I used to love going to the Aragon for like shows like that. Like I would see them. I'd see Nails. Like I saw Ministry at the Aragon Ballroom. I mean, that was a cool show. I don't know if you're into Ministry at all, but they're pretty fucking badass, man. They put on a good show. 14 years, Subi Blue. Let's see. You said 14 years enlisted Navy, then 14 years as civilian working for. That's intense. 28 years in the Navy. Wow, that's super intense. All right, cool. All right, where else are we at in chat? Hollywood Hogan, you say these Illinois dispensaries charge out the ass with the taxes at the end. You love to make your own gummies. Oh, absolutely. The dispensaries out here are crazy, man. I mean, my buddy who just went to one the other day was saying that they charge something like 30%. I mean, that's crazy in Illinois, right? I know in other states, it's like in states like Oregon, like you can get like large amounts of marijuana for like really cheap, because they have a surplus. But in Illinois, they're and it's like my buddy got like an ounce for like $20. Like that's crazy, It was like some 420 sale, April 20th sale, and he got an ounce for 20. Like who gets an ounce for 20? Like I've never even heard of that. Let's see. Rocco Hemdy said your wife has a medical card, so the 40% entertainment tax disappears. Well, that's good, man. You're not paying nearly as much if you have the medical card. That's probably the way to go. Plus, you are in government work, so you can't go in either way. Yeah. I get it, man. I get it. All right. Enlisted CO or contractor. Oh, Sue, you're saying you used to be Department of Defense. Okay, cool. All right. Aragon sucks. No, Rocco Hemda Aragon doesn't suck. What are you talking about, man? Rocco Hemda's from Chicago too. He's been my buddy since we were 5. Aragon does not suck. That's a good venue, man. That's a fun venue. Like the vibe is so good there. And here's the other cool thing about the Aragon Ballroom. My grandparents literally went ballroom dancing there 70 years ago. How insane is that? How insane is that? That my grandparents were ballroom dancing there, and then I'm moshing like a madman to Septic Flesh in the Aragon Ballroom. It was crazy, right? It's crazy that that the same venue could house such very disparate mediums, But I guess they're both dancing, right? Moshing is a form of dancing, and then ballroom dancing is obviously dancing. Let's see. Bubblehead. What's a bubblehead chief? I don't know what that means. I don't know what a bubblehead chief is. Let's see. Hollywood Hogan, you say, dude, you love subterranean Reggie's, Bottom Mountain, Jurassic Park, Albany House, and they have some cool shows once in a while at the house. Dude, let me tell you about Reggie's. One of my best friends was the lead singer of a band. You might have heard of them. They're a metal band called Clad in Darkness. And they were, I believe, Edgar, this other friend of mine, Edgar he's not, I barely know the guy, actually. But, we're cool. We're friends on Facebook. And he's really good buddies. He's like best friends with my buddy who is the lead singer of Clad in Darkness. And anyways, so he got them shows there at Reggie's a lot, and they would open up for like legit bands like Alcest. Alcest is a French metal band, right? And they would open up for some other like legitimate bands. I think they opened up for Kyodot, Toby Driver's band. He's the guy from Maudlin of the Well. He has a new band called Kyodot. Well, not new, but it's been around for the last 10 years. But so it's pretty cool, man. Reggie's is a pretty laid back place. It's pretty nice too that you can go there and just hang out. You can hang out up top, and just chill and watch the show. All right. The Metro was incredible. I love the Metro. Absolutely. Yeah, I've been to the Metro plenty of times. Rockham, you say acoustics are no good, almost as bad as the House of Blues or the Congress. All 3 suck. I don't know, man. I think you're a little too critical about Chicago venues, dude. You always have to be like you always have to come out strong about things like this, man. I don't really. They're fine, dude. And you're with a bunch of people. You're having a good time, dude. It's like I think the acoustics are fine. I think they're good. They're definitely good enough. There's like I've never been to a show I've never been to a concert at one of those shows, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna literally fucking leave the concert because the acoustics are bad. No. If you're going to see a band you like, man, usually you're gonna hear something good. Real quick, you say Reggie's is pretty fun. Metro was also the Metro was great. Metro was great. Plus close enough to Chinatown for good dim sum before a show. Yeah, I mean that's your thing, man. You love going to Chinatown. Are you still buying tea from Chinatown? Is that still your thing? I know you used to always go there and buy tea. Hollywood Hulk Hogan, you say. Dude, your favorite Chicago metal bands are like Harm's Way, The Killer, Karma, Buggin', and No Zodiac. Dude, I don't even know those bands. I don't even know those bands, man. I'm gonna have to check those out. Like, Holy shit, dude! You're introducing me to some new Chicago. Like, so I was big into the Chicago metal scene in the late '90s. Like, there was a band called Lungbrush who was awesome. It was a Chicago metal band. They were awesome. They kicked ass. They were so good. They were funny. You know, they had a song that was called something like the Denny's by the jail or something like that, you know, and it was like the Denny's by the Cook County jail, or whatever. They were Roach, Roach died too young from Lungbush, but they formed a new band after he died. It was called the Medics. But it was cool. It was cool to be able to see Roach and to see Lungbush perform. You know, I saw them. Oddly enough, they performed at the Cubby Bear once. It was pretty weird. That was like a weird. I felt that was like a weird place for a band like Lungbush to perform. How are the Medics? I never actually listened to them that much. I only heard a little bit about them, but I never got to see them live, and I never even owned one of their albums. Dude, the Medics were fucking cool. Yeah, I didn't know much about them. I just knew that it was the same guys from Lungbush minus Roach, minus the lead singer, because he OD'd on heroin. So yeah, I mean, maybe I'll have to check them out now. Maybe they had a punky hardcore deal. Okay, yeah, I'll have to check them out. And they are, they're Chicago-based. It's the same guys. All the dudes were from Chicago. It was a Chicago metal band, Lungbush, and then Roach died, and then the remaining three dudes got a new lead singer, I believe, and they became the Medics. All right, okay. Let's see, where are we at here? I think it's time for some chess. I'm gonna do a quick chess game. Oh wait, what is this? Hold on, I think I missed something else in chat. Subi Blue, you said you were Radio Man, converted to ET. Oh, cool. Interesting. That's pretty neat. Yeah, I don't know anything about that world. That world is so foreign to me that it's like you're speaking a different language. I mean, I can get the basic concept, but I have no idea of like all the in-depth stuff that you had to do. That's a pretty cool thing, man. I didn't realize 28 years. You put in 28 years, 14 active and 14 as a civilian. That's pretty awesome, man. Like, good for you. You know, helping out, helping the country. Like, you know, good for you, man. All right, let's do some chess. So let's load over here. All right, we're gonna do a puzzle rush. So the deal is, I get 3 minutes to make all the moves. Wait, no, I mean to solve as many puzzles as I can. I got 3 minutes to do this. All right, let's hone in. I gotta focus. I'm doing the headphones so I can hear the actual checkmates right now. This will be better. All right, here we go. Wish me luck. 28 is my high score ever. Best today is 23. If I get in the 20s, I'm usually pretty content. All right. Check and mate. Mate. Oh, that was ridiculously hard for some reason. Mate. 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 I mean, I could take this pawn. Oh, come on. Yeah, I didn't feel that would be right, but for some reason I did it anyway. Mate. Mate. Oh, I didn't see this rook. You got to see all your pieces. That's kind of important in chess, you know, to actually see your pieces. This is not trivial. Maybe this and then this. Oh wow, this is crazy. This is oh no, that wasn't it. I needed to take the rook. That was really dumb. All right. All right. Oh, this one's really challenging. I gotta take the bishop. feel like these are way harder today. I don't know what the hell's going on. Like, I don't think it's the case. I don't think it can be the case, but these feel like they're way harder for some reason. Like, why don't I have no idea what to do here. This is a problem. Big problem. I'm only at 16 and I've already gotten 2 fuck-ups. Okay, what's the idea? I mean, what the fuck is the idea here? I don't know. I have no idea. That's it. That was terrible. 16 is terrible, let me tell you. That is not a good score. That is not a good score. I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, I'm gonna tell you it like it is. All right. Oh, let's see. Subi Blue, you're going. Have a great night, man. Thanks for stopping by. I'll see you around. Hopefully it'll be sooner than later. Okay. All right. Chad guy, how's it going, friend? How's everything with you? How's life with you? What have you been up to today? What's new with you? Baking sourdough pretzels. Oh, yum, man. That sounds great. Sourdough pretzels, yeah. We did Grimm's Fairy Tales to start off the stream tonight. We switched it up. But I don't know. Now you got me thinking of sourdough pretzels. When you're done, post a picture in Discord. I'd like to see them. JT, you say, I need to DoorDash your cooking to NorCal, Chad. Why not? My sleeping routine is a bit backwards. How's Hogan? You say, yeah, those vegan jalapenos look fucking fire in my guy. Vegan jalapenos. Yeah, that does sound good. Yeah, I know. I'm swearing a lot, maybe. Am I swearing a lot? I don't know. I'm not sure. A male. Yeah, I might need some soap to cleanse my mouth, right? Okay. Well, anyways, that was a really bad puzzle rush. Now we're gonna do a good puzzle rush. We're gonna kick the shit out of 16. All right, we're gonna actually do one. I gotta redeem myself. I really want to redeem myself. All right. Oh, I didn't put on the headphones. That's a problem. Wait, I was over here. Oh, look at this. Sack the queen. Smothered mate. That's no joke. That's a tough puzzle. All right. I think this, and then this. Yep. Just pick up the bishop, maybe? Yeah, I'll take a bishop. That. Oh, this is cool because of the pin. Alrighty. Let's see. We got this check, and then this check. Yeah. They're getting really tough, let me tell you. Like super tough. What's the deal here? I'm definitely not seeing this one. Maybe this? No. Yeah. I just couldn't spot that one. Sometimes that happens. Take and then take here. And take here. Wait. Okay. Cool. Looking good. All right. Things are starting to pick up. I think I can just do this. And then that, and this, and then this, which is a skewer, which I can pick up the rook at the end. That's beautiful. All right. And that, and wow, that was a lot of moves. That was a ton of moves. Man, these guys. Oh, I almost had that. They didn't. I ran out of time. 21. All right, 21's good. 21 is a legit score. I can handle 21. All right, I'm pretty excited about that. All right, where are we at in chat? Hollywood, you say, dude, swearing is just spicing up the everyday language. Studies show that people that swear more can cope better because they let out more stress in their speech instead of internalizing their frustrations. That's awesome, man. I never knew that. That's awesome. I heard there's another cool study about swearing. They say people who swear tend to be more honest. And I guess it's because they're speaking their mind. They're speaking their mind. They're not bullshitting. They're not trying to put on a front. So that's kind of cool too. So maybe we should all swear more. Okay, Chaga, you say, by the way, instead of the shirtless stream, Agni, would you make that TikTok car wash video with 99 red balloons? Why do you keep talking about that, man? This is like the second day you're talking about this TikTok car wash video. I'm not doing that. No way, dude. No way. No way, man. I said no yet last time. I'm saying no again. JT, you said you think maybe Agni can make it it's super mide on his end, maybe. Anyone watch Practical Jokers? I have not seen that, Chag. You've been binge watching Rick and Morty all day. Yeah, people either love or hate Rick and Morty, you know, and that's always the thing. Is it funny or is it not funny, right? Everyone always wants to disagree about whether it's funny or not. Some people absolutely love it. Some people hate it. I've never even seen it. I'm one of the few people that's never even seen it. JT say, I used to watch them all the time. Oh, cool. Which one, Practical Jokers or Rick and Morty? Chad guy, you say, oh Lord, Agni, trying to justify his potty mouth. Yeah, it's a good thing, Chad guy. See, you might have been raised to not swear, but it actually turns out that having a potty mouth is actually, the best thing you can do for yourself. TikTok red balloon thing is a running joke at this point. Yeah, everyone wants to fucking try to have me do some red balloon thing. I don't even know what the fuck it is, but all right, let's play a chess game. I think it's time for let's do a reading from one of my favorite books of all time. And I should have switched to all right. We're going to do a reading from one of my favorite books of the time. It's a verse from the Tao Te Ching. This is Lao Tzu's masterpiece. We've been doing one verse every stream. It's full of wisdom. This was written a couple thousand years ago. Lao Tzu is the man when it comes to it. All right. We are on verse 12. The sage is constantly without a mind of his own. He takes as his own the mind of the people. Treat as good those who are good. Treat as good also those who are not good. By doing so, you gain in goodness. Have faith in those who are of good faith. Have faith also in those who lack good faith. By so doing, you gain in good faith. The sage, in his attempt to distract the empire, seeks urgently to muddle it. The people all have something to which to attach their eyes and ears, and the sage treats them all like babies. Okay, so this is definitely the most bizarre passage that we've read so far. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff in here that I'm not even getting. Let's read it one more time because there's a lot. There's a lot of content packed in here. The sage is constantly without a mind of his own. He takes as his own the mind of the people. Okay, so basically whatever people are thinking, whatever the mind of the people That's what how he's gonna think. He's gonna think like them. He's treat as good those who are good. Treat as good also those who are not good. By doing so, you gain in goodness. And now this I totally get. This is something I believe. I believe we should love everyone unconditionally. And I'm not saying, if someone's attacking you, you shouldn't defend yourself. I'm saying you should have unconditional love for everyone, And, if people are going to be assholes, they're going to be assholes. You don't got to hang out with them, but you can still, you don't have to harbor ill will towards them. Have faith in those who are of good faith. Have faith also in those who lack good faith. By so doing, you gain in good faith. Yeah, and that's pretty straightforward. But this last part, the sage in his attempt to distract the empire seeks urgently to muddle it. The sage is seeking urgently to muddle it. That's kind of interesting. The people all have something to which to attach their eyes and ears, and the sage treats them all like babies. So the people are looking and hearing something. The people are looking and hearing something, and then the sage and they're attached to those things, and the sage is treating them like babies. Maybe he means people are too distracted. People are distracted by all these things, and so the sage is going to treat them like babies. I don't know. This is tough. I don't. Do any of you get that last part? That really doesn't make sense to me. I'll read it one more time. The people all have something to which to attach their eyes and ears, and the sage treats them all like babies. What does that mean? What does that mean to you people? You people, my chat, my wonderful, beautiful chat. What does that mean to you? To me, I'm having a hard time understanding that. All right. Oh, hats off. Hats off was redeemed. I got to get a hat. Give me 1 second. All right, I got a hat. This is a hat that my friend convinced me to buy when I was in Thailand. And he's like, yeah, buy this hat, dude. It's a good look for you. And I wore it maybe 1 hour. And my head was so fucking hot. That I took it off after that. I've never worn it since. I don't like the hat. It's not me. It's definitely not me. I'm not the kind of guy that would wear this hat. Basically, that's all you need to know about me. I mean, it's just not the kind of thing I would wear. And I don't wear hats. I'm not a hat guy. I shave my head because my head gets too hot to begin with. I don't want to have a hat on trapping more heat. All right, so where are we at here? She's a nice lady and she's Catholic. Oh my God, Agni, it's so easy to understand. Chagga, what are you talking about, man? Easy to understand? Explain it to me, dude. Is the ocean more scary than outer space? Dude, that's what it means? That's what it means? Is the ocean more scary than outer space? I don't think, Chagga, I think you're misconstruing Lao Tzu's message, man. I don't know. Yeah, the fedora, I don't even know what the fuck this is. It's a weird hat, right? I don't know what you call it. It just makes me feel weird. It really does. I mean, imagine if I just started wearing this hat every stream. Think about how different everything would be, right? Let's see. Chad guy, you were raised in a strict Catholic family growing up, and your mom, childhood babysitter, was a Mormon woman. So you had a lot of religion. You had a lot of religion early on. So I'm the opposite. I was raised with no religion. I had zero religion. The word God wasn't even mentioned in my house. It just wasn't even a thing. It wasn't even it wasn't even real. It was intense. So most people, all my friends had religions of some sort. I had no religion. I was raised completely atheistic. It's definitely whenever I meet people that have been raised with a lot of religion and going to church every Sunday, I'm always like, wow, that's intense. The stories they tell me. Chega, you say, you remember your parents demanding your grade school teachers tell them if you swear. Yeah, so they didn't want you to swear. Well, my parents didn't want me to swear either, but not for religious reasons. All right, let's see. Hulk Hogan, you say, I have my trusty Blackhawks hat you wear. Yeah, exactly, dude. And that's cool. It's cool. It's cool to wear a Blackhawks hat, man. Especially if you're a Hawks fan, if you're a Bulls fan, you wear the hat, right? You wear the hat. If you're a Bears fan, you wear the hat, right? Cubs fan, I'm a Cubs fan. I wear that. I don't wear it except if I go to the games. I'll wear the hat when I go to the games. But it's just my head gets too hot. I can't handle it. All right, Chad guy, you say, go eat 6 edibles and read it again, dude. No, that's not me, man. That is not me. Check out your parents hanged up all the Catholic saints and Jesus paintings all over the house. Holy shit, dude. That's crazy, man. That is crazy. I can't imagine that. So you're like, your parents are out of town for the weekend and you have a girl over and you guys are banging and you look over and you're like looking at Jesus, man. That's got to be intense. Like, I mean, were you religious? Like, did you believe it in your heart or were you just like, going through the motions? How Hulk Hogan, you say, go Hawks and go Bears, but you can't sit through a fucking baseball game. That's just you. Yeah, I mean, and that's the complaint. A lot of people say baseball's too slow. But here's the thing. My dad is like the biggest Cubs fan known to man. So like, age 4, age 5, I started going to Cubs games. So I'm in it. It's like part of me, It's like part of me. So I know all about it. There's a lot of little subtle details in baseball which are cool. But it's it's not nearly as fast paced as like hockey. Hockey and basketball are like lightning speed compared to baseball, right? Chega, you say, saying damn was the most strict. Really? You couldn't even say damn. That's intense. And Herbert, you say, did you see the episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm where Larry David thought he was Christian? That's kind of interesting. I've seen a few episodes of Curb Your Enthusiasm, but I haven't. Didn't see that one. Going to see it in person is cool. Yeah, I like going to the sporting events. Like something you like, especially. Well, let me take that back. If your team sucks, hold on. I think it's out of focus a little bit. I think the hat made it get out of focus. All right, that's a little better. If your team sucks and like they lose like most of their games, it kind of sucks going to their game, right? It's like, like right now the Cubs are like terrible right now. They're not winning anything. They're pathetic. It's like what do you have to get excited about? They don't really have any amazing players or anything. They're just borderline. Hold on, this is definitely out of focus. I got to fix this. This could take a minute. I think the hat is making it go out of focus. Let's see if I can get this back in focus. I mean, it's not terrible. It's not terrible. All right, we're just going to deal with it for now. Now, I'm OCD, so this is kind of bothering me. I'm letting you know. But if you guys can all handle, a very slight blur, like that's fine with me, man. I mean, or maybe it won't be. Maybe 5 minutes from now, I'm going to go nuts and start doing this over and over and over and over again, right? Let's like try to really mix it up. No, I'm not getting it to refocus. All right, whatever. Let's see. How Hogan, you say, going to see, the Ivy walls are great, yeah. Oh, absolutely. And I still think the coolest thing is when the ball goes in the ivy, like new players that are new to baseball, that like are on opposing teams and they're the outfielders, they're running into the ivy, they're like looking for the ball. They don't know where the fuck it is. They don't know what the rule is. Sometimes they're like waving their arms, to get the umpire's attention. Sometimes they're actually like digging through the ivy. It's always pretty cool. Hollywood Hulk Hogan, you say, fuck the Sox, North Side shy for life. Yeah, I mean, I'm a Cubs fan. That's just how I've been raised, man. I used to hate the Sox. Now I'm kind of indifferent. I'm like, whatever, I'm going to try to get this back. Oh, what if I keep my hand here for a long time? Let's keep my hand here for a long time. Put it even like way over here. What if I do it like that? Here we can see me through the hand. What if I go slow? What if I very slowly go back? Does this do anything? I don't know. I think that's better. Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely better. Okay, what the fuck? Maybe that's just the move. Maybe that's the move. I'm going to do that from now on. All right. Chad guy, you were put in speech classes in church where the nuns teach you to use different words instead of swearing. For instance, instead of fuck day, gosh, shit, say jazz, like all that jazz instead of all that shit. Oh, they have a system. Nope, it's blurry again. These fuckers, they're really messing with me tonight. My OCD's kicking in. My OCD's definitely kicking in. I'm gonna fix this. Sorry guys, we're gonna have to deal with this for a while. This is always the move. You do this. It usually doesn't take this long though. Usually I just go out of focus. Let me like kind of step back, and then jump forward, and then jump back. Can I do it? Any better? Nope. It's not wanting to. It's not terrible though. It's definitely not terrible. Maybe I'm just being ridiculous, or maybe it's my vision. Maybe my vision is a little blurry. All right. Okay. Tiago, you say, and kids who messed up got hit with a giant ruler. So they actually did hit you guys. That's intense. They would hit you with a ruler. Yeah. You got to be careful, man. You know, who wants to get hit by a ruler? Tiago, you said they used to get PTSD when you swear and heard a swear word. Yeah. That had quite an impact on you, man, huh? Herbert, you said Chad is watching Agni's exposure therapy. Oh, man. Oh, my God. It's bothering me. It's fucking bothering me. It's totally bothering me, though, you know? I don't know. I'm gonna deal with it. I think JT is secretly messing with the camera, doing voodoo over there. You might be, JT. You might be doing some weird shit. You never know. I've had a lot of witches coming into chat lately. That's like been a big thing. Like not just in chat, but in my life. I've had a lot of witches like manifesting, like you know, in my life lately. Still not working. Okay. How would you say, dude? I have legit OCD too, and it fucks with me nonstop. Yeah. I mean, I spent 4 hours cleaning my bathroom today, dude. I know all about OCD. I literally would clean my bathroom from 8:30 p.m. to 12:30 a.m. I fucking went nuts. I was like, my buddy's like, hey, do you want to go to Westmont Fest, right? It's just some festival in some mope town in the southwest suburbs. And I was like, no, I'm gonna like spend the next 4 hours cleaning my bathroom. And I gave it like a thorough cleaning. I actually took out the heat lamp and went up there and like there's a fan there and I cleaned out the fan, with goddamn Q-tips. Like I was going intense with that, right? And then I cleaned the walls. Sometimes you get like stuff on the walls. I cleaned the walls perfectly. I cleaned the toilet. I cleaned the sink. The sink. I cleaned the mirror. The vanity. Everything. I just cleaned the whole fucking shower really, really good. The floors. I mean, I strengthened the shelves. I had 3 shelves there, and they were being held up by these like shitty little metal like things that you screw into the wall, but they were like really weak and starting to bend. So I screwed in some drywall screws into the drywall, and now they're like each one of the shelves is like really sturdy. Like I'm not worried about those things falling. Like even if there's a goddamn earthquake in Illinois, which there won't be. Even though we do have like the biggest fault line under us. A lot of people don't know that. Like the biggest fault line I believe in the world goes under Illinois, but it's just never going to, they say it's never going to erupt. There we go. We got it. We fucking got it. We fucking got it. We did it. All right, chat. That's good energy. We got it. I'm in focus. Sometimes you just got to fuck with shit, right? Sometimes you got to fuck with shit. Let's see. How would you say it's always around stuff with your food and your personal hygiene? Yeah, I have those kind of OCD tendencies as well. I'm not as much food, but personal hygiene. Like for instance, the fact that my beard is not perfectly straight fucking bothers me, man. It's tough. It's tough. I don't know if you have a beard or not, but it's tough if you have a long beard, it's tough to like keep it perfectly straight. What I'd like for it to do is just be like a nice blend, straight down into like a perfect point. And I use product. I use beard balm and beard oil, and coconut oil, but it's just I can never get it perfect. It always kind of fucks with me. Chad guy, thoughts on witch doctors? I don't know much about witch doctors. I know more about witches. Witch doctors, yeah, I don't really know much about their scene. I've never been in the scene. I've never been in the scene. I like to hang out with a lot of different groups of people, but I've just never known any witch doctors. My friend Denali is like the closest person I know to a witch doctor, but for the most part, I just don't know any. So like, yeah, I don't know. I can't comment on that. JT, you say, come. I have OCD at your house. It needs a deep cleaning. Yeah. You should have seen me with the goddamn Q-tips going, up in the ceiling, going through the each blade of the fan. I was cleaning out each blade, and like I had to shine light in there, so I had a light in one hand and the Q-tips, and I could barely see, and it was grueling work. I'm standing on the toilet. I did that for like half an hour, or maybe more, to try to clean it out perfectly. Like I was really. And because I didn't want to unscrew and take out the whole goddamn device, I don't want to undo the wires and all that shit. I just want to fucking clean it that way, right? Okay, Hollywood, you say you can barely handle the OCD at your house. There isn't enough time in the day. Yeah, it's tough. Hollywood, you say, dude, I used to have a mustache, but you couldn't get it perfect. So you shave your head and face every day now, much less stressful. And you know what? It cuts down on shower time. When you don't have long hair, or hair for that matter, I mean, you're in and out of the shower quick. You just get in there. You're just like with like soap, and then you just you're down here, and you're fucking done. And next thing you know, you're done. You feel it's great. You don't have to cut. You don't have to get out and do your hair. You don't have to. You don't have to do other shit too. It's very minimalistic. It feels good. And plus, like, something about having a shaved head, like being outside, it just feels good. The sun's beating down. You feel good. You feel healthy. I like it. I love it. Let's see. Chad guy, you say, don't get me wrong. You do appreciate being raised in a religious household. Taught you a lot and exposed you to real world issues. You did missionary work around the world building homes and churches. And dude, that is awesome. You never told me that, man. You never told me that. That's great, Chad guy. Dude, hell yeah, man. Good for you. You're fighting the good fight. Well, that's the best. That's when religion is at its best. Religion is at its best when they're like, hey, there's a lot of poor people that need homes and need food, let's help them out, right? That's when religion is really really awesome in my mind, because it gets people to get out there and help those in the world, right? Help those that are suffering. Hollywood, you say, your girlfriend thinks you're insane because if you go out, you have to come back to your apartment every hour to check if the door is locked and the lights are off. I've done that with my garage door. Back in the day, when I lived in a place with a garage door, I'd be like, holy shit, did I close the garage? And I'll drive back, and then it's like, sure enough, it's closed, right? But the thing that fucks with me is one time I did not close it. So then ever since then, I was like, I don't know, did I close it? Then I'm always like second guessing myself. I need a little water. I'll be right back. Let's actually I'll tell you what, let's take a 2-minute break, and then we'll come back and we can do some meditation. All right. I'll see you in 2 minutes. All right, we are back. So the stream always starts out really intense and lively. And then we slow things down and come within to a place of pure love and oneness inside. Find a comfortable seated position. You can sit on the floor in lotus pose. You can sit cross-legged. Or you can sit in a chair. The main thing is to find a position that is comfortable for you. And then inhale and exhale a few breaths on your own. Inhale through your nose, gently raising your belly. Exhale through your mouth, gently lowering your belly. Breathe in through your nose, slowly raising your abdomen. Breathe out through your mouth, slowly lowering your abdomen. Stay focused on your breath. Inhale, raising your belly. Exhale, lowering your belly. Breathe in, raising your abdomen. Breathe out, lowering your abdomen. Keep your awareness on your breath count. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. The breath calms the body, and the body calms the mind. Be mindful of your breath count. Visualize yourself sitting on the tallest mountain peak. Watching the clouds float through the sky beneath you. two clouds move together and merge into one. And one cloud stretches apart, dividing into two. These clouds move through the sky before disappearing over the horizon. These clouds are like your thoughts. Thoughts come into being and exist for a while in conscious awareness before disappearing from your mind. That is the nature of human thought. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all that does not serve you well. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all that is of no benefit. Keep your attention on your breath. When thoughts arise in your mind, picture them as clouds moving through the sky and disappearing from your mind, and return your awareness to your breath count. Your essence is love. Your love is manifested as light. Your purpose is to shine your light on others. Awakening the inner light within them. And they will shine their light on all whom they encounter, until all of humanity is glowing radiantly as one once again. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all that is of no benefit to you. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all ego which obscures your third eye sight. Keep your attention directed on your breath. When thoughts arise in your mind, visualize them as clouds floating through the sky and disappearing from your consciousness. And return your focus to your breath count. On your next breath, travel down beneath the level of conscious awareness. Go to the region of your heart chakra Feel the love that emanates from this location. And the warmth which surrounds your love. Give yourself permission to experience the perfect peace that resides here. And the joy which accompanies it. Here, in this place, every need is satiated. And every desire is fulfilled. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all that is of no benefit to you. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all ego which would hinder your evolution. Keep your awareness on your breath. When thoughts arise in your mind, picture them as clouds moving through the sky and eventually disappearing over the horizon. And return again to your breath count. On your next breath, travel down again beneath the level of conscious awareness. This time, go all the way down to your center point. The place inside you at the centermost location of your being. That holy place where the source of creation resides. In this place, we remember our perfect monism. Where opposites of any kind cannot enter. And no boundaries or separations exist. Because what was created to be eternally as one can never be two. This place of perfect love is your divine home. And you reside here for eternity. Go deep within that place. Focusing your attention on your center point. Keep your awareness on your center. And when you're ready, travel through. I'll see you on the other side. Here, at your center point, you remember your true identity. At your center, you recall how you came to be. At your center point, you remember your divine purpose. To spread love and light to all those whom you encounter. Here, at your center point, you are one with the divine. For your essence is pure love. And your pure love flows eternally from the source of all creation. filling all that exists with your perfection. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all that does not serve you well. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all ego which blocks your third eye vision. Keep your awareness on your breath count. When thoughts arise in your mind, picture them as clouds floating through the sky before drifting off into oblivion. And return your awareness to your breath. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all stress and tension from your body. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all stress and tension from your mind. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all fear and worry from your mind. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all existential angst from your being. Gently open your eyes, returning to the present moment, bringing with you the peace from this meditation throughout the remainder of your day. Namaste. Thank you so much for being here with me in this sacred space. I am truly honored and humbled to be here as your meditation guide. I hope you feel more peace, love, and light in your lives, and I hope meditation is a tool that you find helpful to achieve those ends. Thank you for taking the time to do something good for yourself. Namaste. All right. How was that, everyone? JT. Excellent. You enjoyed it. I got to stand for a minute. My back feels a little tweaked. All right. I got to move around, maybe. Yeah. Stretch out a little. Gotta move. You gotta get some movement in, right? All right. A little movement is good for one's soul. Late night lay down meditation is so good. Yeah. That felt good. It felt good, JT. That it felt like a solid meditation, right? It was the energy. The energy was strong. We were directed on a good path. I was pretty open. To the meditation muse, one might say, right? And I was able to just flow with it. It was goof. Oh, good. Yeah, it was good, JT. Thank you for being here with me. Okay, I can't even type. That's how good. All right, fair enough. But you can never type. All right, let's play a game of chess. I feel like playing some games of chess, not just Puzzle Rush. I want to actually play some games. We're gonna play a random opponent, 10 minutes, and this is a Puzzle Rush. All right, he has made a move. So I'm going to go and try to beat this guy. That's already a mistake. You can't play that. So, this guy is not playing correctly. I've never seen that. I have never seen that. What is he going to push again? Well, it's going to be a quick game. It's going to be a quick game. So let's see how quickly I can beat him. That's going to be interesting. We're just going to open all this up. All right, we're just making moves. All right, let's see how quickly I can beat him. I'm gonna get my queen in the action. My threat is the knight. He's only got one move with the king, or he could block with the bishop, I guess, too. But then I can bring another piece into the action. Probably this. Have mating threats right here. Oh, he's stopping that. All right. Well, let's see. Let's do this. I should have just took his knight, though. This guy's like putting me to sleep. This guy is like making some of the worst moves I've ever seen. Well, such is life. I'm just going to win everything. I'm going to win his bishop now. So check. We're just winning everything. All right. Let's see. I want to get a mate in 2, so check. All right, let's do this. We'll start with this. I can't. It's definitely not gonna be a mate in 2. Check. Oh, yeah. He can escape that way. All right, let's do this. Threatening bishop up and over. Check. And I think it's close to mate. I mean, we're close. We are really close. Let's do... What about this? It's like I could take his queen at any point, but I don't even want to. So where's the quickest mate now? I think I should just take the queen, because now at least I can just go over and I want to go over there, but it's a little annoying that this isn't as quick as I wanted it to be. All right, we're gonna go here. See if he takes my queen. Okay, now we'll come over here. Now we'll take with check. He could do a fork to block the check. All right, now we're good. We got mate coming up next. Unless he plays like bishop here or pawn here. Oh, he's running. He's running. Double check. Look at that. That's pretty cool. I guess this knight can go here. This is seriously one of the weirdest games I've ever played. Let's bring the knight back. Here we go. Queen coming over next. Oh, he's taking it. He wants to play on. This will be fancy. Check. Check. Close to mate, and then rook up over. There we go. Checkmate. That took a long time. I am surprised at how long that took. That took a real long time. That was pretty crazy. All right, what's going on in chat? What are we doing here? Hubby's surname, cool. Are you talking about farms? Talking about farms? Oh, do you have a farm, JT? Dude, Herbert Smith, that's what Grace Yoga also thought. She thought that JT like had a farm or something. There's mean people on Twitch. I'm glad they don't have my real name. Oh yeah, yeah. JT, yeah, I feel the internet is mean in general. Got to be careful. True, it's very true. You got to be careful. You know, you got to be careful. So what's going on with everyone? How are you guys feeling? How are you feeling right now? Feeling good? Herbert, were you around for the meditation? Your name is fake, but now when you hear it in real life, you turn around and look. That's pretty funny, man. That's pretty funny. All right, well, whatever. Then let's play a real game of chess. That game doesn't count as a real game. So let's get a real game up and running. So there we go. All right, we're good. I'm in a chess mood, to be honest. I think here, am I supposed to take here? Yeah. I'll probably take with the knight. No, he took with the pawn. I was going to play e4 if he took with the knight. What is this line? I forget. I mean, I got bishop here. I got bishop here. Do I have e4? No. If I have this, what does he do? He could challenge it, and then I got to take the knight. That's one problem with that. Let's play conservatively. We're going to play very conservative this game. Yeah, he's already castled. This is a fucking joke. I'm nowhere near castling. Alright. This is just a real boring structure right here. I just want to fucking castle. To be honest, I just want to like get castled. That's my thinking right now. I feel like this break is going to need to come eventually. So I'll castle. Maybe bring the rook over. Oh, he's going in for this? I don't think this works. I take. That doesn't work. And now I take. I won out on that. And now I take. I'm winning now. I'm killing him. I'm killing this guy now. He's dead. He's got... That was really weird that he played that line. Let's go with this. My threat is bishop takes pawn, check. King can't. Oh, there we go. I can just get it in. Cool. I'll do that. Go bring him here. Okay, so now my threat is knight here with the fork. Winning a rook for the knight. That's called the exchange in chess. When you can trade when you win a rook and you lose either a bishop or a knight. That's an advantage because a rook is a 5-point piece and bishops and knights are 3-point pieces. Okay, so he's defending it, right? Can't do it now, but he's attacking over here too, which is probably pretty smart of him. I'm just going to castle right into it. I'm not afraid of this threat. Let's see if I could get him to fall for like a crazy trap. If he takes, I'm going to come here, check the king and the queen, and win a piece. He'll probably just, I don't know, maybe back up here. Oh, look at this. Ooh, royal fork. I'm hitting his rook, his queen, and his king. That's game over. He just resigned. Wow. Talk about ending in dramatic fashion. That was serious. That was a serious game right there. All right. Chad guy, you just woke up from your nap. You're taking naps during my stream, man. You gotta not take a nap during my stream. This is good content, dude. You gotta be up on the edge of your seat, ready to go, man. Had a mini high. Cool, nice. Let's see. Yeah, you were here, but you're taking a shower. Okay, cool. Yeah, just taking a good shower. You like how relaxed you look in your chair right now, Agni. I feel pretty relaxed. I'm pretty casual right now. I'm a casual guy right now. All right. Let's do a Wordle. We haven't done a Wordle in a while. Let's see what the Wordle of the day is. All right. Let's load it up in OBS. All right. Here we go. Wordle. You guys can guess in chat because I'm not looking at the chat. I will start with adieu. Story's good. So we got a T, an E, and an R. We don't know where any of them are. How about... No. Yeah. Nope, I don't want trend. How about... No. This is tough. This is getting a little bit tough. I want to try to find different squares. I want to eliminate some more squares for the T, the E, and the R. And I'm looking to play two letters that I haven't used yet to get more information. So like plurt, or is this a word? B-L-E-R-T. Blurt! That's amazing. Oh, the R is in the same spot. Okay, that's still pretty good. Because I ruled out the L, which is one of the most popular letters. I found a B. All right, this is excellent now. I'm in really good shape. I know B is the first letter. That's huge. And then there's something ert. Not ert, but then there's an R, an E, and a T. And the E's got to be first, second, or last. And the T's got to be third or fourth. Okay. Brent? Is that a word? Oh, that was so stupid. The E's are right here and the T's are... Okay, whatever. The R. I got the R out of the way. All right, so I know that the R is either third or fifth. And that was a really bad turn. I can't believe it. I was doing so good, too. Oh, man. All right. This is a mess now. So... Oh, beret. Is this how you spell it? Ah. Okay. Well, the T was not there. Shit. Okay. So I know for a fact the T is fourth. So B-E-R-T. What the fuck word is this? What? What word starts with B-E-R-T is 5 letters? This is insane. This is absolutely insane. Like this? That's not a... These aren't words. I don't know this word. B-E-R-T. Did I try K already? What the fuck is this? Oh! Oh, come on. That's ridiculous, dude. Of course. Dude, it's one of those days. All right, I passed it. You know, that was great. I'm like, oh, I don't know the word birth. I'm used to it being spelled with an I, but it can also be spelled with an E. Yeah. Fuck. All right. Herbert, you say you want to try Food Forest, JT. It's like a farm, but looks like forest because the plants and animals balance. Ooh. It's like a type of farming or gardening called food forests. That would be awesome, Herbert. That's pretty cool. I've never heard of that. Huh. I want to check it out. Let's bring it up. I'll bring it up for everyone. Food forests. All right, so we're gonna load this up. Let's go to display. What is a food forest? All right, here we go. Let's go down, I guess. Is there music or something? Am I missing something? No, there's no music. All right. A food forest, also called a forest garden, is a diverse planting of edible plants that attempt to mimic the ecosystems and patterns found in nature. Food forests are three-dimensional designs with life extending in all directions, up, down, and out. Generally, we recognize 7 layers of a forest garden: the overstory, the understory, the shrub layer, the herbaceous layer, the root layer, the ground cover layer, and the vine layer. Some also like to recognize the mycelial layer, layer 8 mushrooms. Using these layers, we can fit more plants in an area without causing failure due to competition. Badass. I love it. I love it, Herbert. You just taught me something new today, man. You told me about the food forest. You might need a lot of land to do it, but that would be awesome. Herbert, you say, yeah, it's cool. Some people have so many foods. Well, I would love to start one up too. That's awesome. Pretty neat. All right. So that's what a food forest is. All right, we're going to go back to chess because I feel like playing another game. I'm in a chess mood today. And you know what they say, when you're in a chess mood, you play chess. I'm 2-0 today. So we're going to keep it rolling. We're going to keep it rolling. I just ended in dramatic fashion with that cool fork. Let's see if he's one of these guys. Yeah. All right, this guy's really weird. He's trying to squeeze me, but I don't think it's gonna work, from my understanding. I need to get. How can I make him pay for this ridiculousness? Let's just develop. We're just going to do normal development. So he's trying to lock everything down. All right, fair enough. I'm ready to push out. I'm ahead in development, which is nice. All right. He's trying desperately to hold on to that one pawn. I feel like there should be a way to make him pay, but I'm not seeing it. We're gonna... Let's go in for this. He's just trying to trade pieces. He's up one pawn. I mean, but his pawns are my knight is fucking weird here, but I feel like I can deal with it. I can handle it. Is he gonna push out again? Gonna throw a punch at the queen. I'm making this queen run around a lot. I gotta find a way to get my knight active. My knight is dead right now. So that's a problem. Oh, I think he wants to trade queens even. I'm not going to allow that. Let's hop this knight in here. This knight is going to have to get repositioned. So there. All right. There's going to be a lot of pressure on this this pawn real soon. I think this is the break I need. Also opens up the bishop diagonal. Okay, so let's see. I take, he takes, he's on the queen, but then I can take with check and then move the queen. Is there anything better? Let's take like that. Oh, he went that route. Okay. Now, I push, take. He's got it. So he's gonna, I can't take here. So that's gonna fall. So I think I just gotta let it go, which really sucks. But you know, sometimes that's life. So what about this? Take over here? Does that sack do anything? I have an idea. I'm gonna go here. I'm looking at sacking. The rook, no, that because the bishop can recapture. So he's going to take here. And now that didn't work at all. I got to come back. Oh, everything's crumbling now. Everything is crumbling. Ugh, okay. This is going to be a bad loss, to be honest. Let's just go in for this. Terrible. He's got the knight that's going to hop in. His pawns are like crazy right here. What if I could get my knight here, though? All right, so, yeah. What about this idea? I'm looking at hopping in here. This is a really tough game. Like, this is a super challenging game, to be honest. I got to get my pieces all active if I'm going to have a chance. Oh, what's he want? He wants to take my bishop? Is that the deal? All right, that's fine. If you want my dark square bishop, you can have it. Then how do I recapture is the question. Let's recapture like this. Oh shit, he's got this trick. I wanted to bring my rook here, but I can't because of this trick that he's got. That's a good move. This guy is really sharp. He's a really good player. I got this idea, I guess. Let's do this. I'm looking to hop in here. Or back here even. It's hopping right here. So the idea is my knights are very strong where they're currently positioned. My knights are beasts. But I don't know if I can really make any forward progress is the problem. Let's get this rook here. And I'm running low on time too. Let's see if he can make any progress. I'm just going to move quick. I'm not letting him get that push in. My rook is blockading this pawn, my knight is blockading this pawn, and my other knight's blockading this pawn. It's kind of interesting. This guy is great. This guy's a really strong player. Let's see, hold on. I come over, he pushes, I take with check, he takes. I can't allow that. All right, we're just gonna guess we're going to try loading up over here. I have 1:48 left. Really challenging. My knights are so fucking strong, though. It's crazy. Even though I'm down so much material, down 3 pawns, my knights are just absolute beasts. Oh, he's looking to hop in here. It's a good move. Can I just load up on this now? Looking at this. There's no way for me to get a 4th attacker on it, though. I mean, where does knight have to go? Should we have to be in the corner, or, jeez. Oh, what did he just get? He won my knight? Oops. All right. Well, now that's game over. Yeah, that's ridiculous. I had 40 seconds left. You can't. You're not going to see those every time. But yeah, that's chess. I mean, it is 3:24 in the morning. That's where I'm at, Chicago time. Let's see. Hi, would you say, just trying to get lurkers in chat. LOL, you're bad. Yeah, I may be wrong, but I figured out a couple days ago. Let the lurkers lurk. It would be nice to have more people chatting, though. A for effort, Hulk. Nobody wants to sleep. Yeah, it's nice to see Agni in his leisure, even though he's super concentrating. It's a good mood for him. Yeah, I mean, this is kind of a good mood for me. But I'm in a chess mood, so like I want to play another one. I want to play another one. So we're gonna do it. Let me set it all up for everyone. I feel like playing chess. Maybe I'll try to engage more in chat. Oh, this guy, England Gambit, he's gonna come out and attack the pawn. What is this guy doing? What's wrong with these people? This is like standard stuff. I've done this. I've seen this pattern so many times. All right. I play this weird variation where I bring my bishop to f4. You know, not many people play it. Play this then. It's all standard. If he takes, I'm going to take with a pawn. I'm going to bring my bishop to d3. That is a weird move. Oh. Really? This guy wants to try this kind of stuff? All right. He's going in for some weird shit. He's trying to trap my bishop. But it doesn't even quite work because there, the knight, sure, the knight could take with the pawn, could recapture. I don't know. So he's just taking there now. All right. He's trying to pawn storm me. Let's see. This looks right. Well, I should take. I'll maybe castle first. I might want to castle queenside actually, which is kind of weird. I'm going to castle queenside. The idea is all his attack is lined up on the king side. Like, look at all this craziness, right? So I want to castle queenside. And now look, he missed it. He missed it. Forking the queen and the bishop, so he'll have to move his queen here or there, yeah, to defend. Now I could trade if I want, but it's not quite a trade because I'll win the pawn at the end. Let's see, is there something better? I'm already up a pawn. I could take this pawn too. I have all sorts of pawns I could take. This is getting... Oh, I have the fork! I have the fork. Look at that. Hitting the king and the rook. That's beautiful. It's so nice when tactics just manifest like that. You know, it's such a good feeling. If his king moves over, I have a cool trick. This pawn push, and then the knight will be cooked. This would be so cool if he like moves his king over here. And he might do it. He might do it. He'll never expect it because of the pin. The queen's attacking the knight. So if the king's there, the knight can't move because of the pin. Okay, so we got this kind of stuff. All right, let's do more forks. I'm like in a fork mood. Now he might come in here and like take the pawn, right? But then I'll have this fork. I'll win the other rook. Oh man. Yeah, this guy's plan just fell apart real quick. All right, he's on the knight though. He is on the knight. I'll give him that. I'm going to cement the knight in this position. So this is cool because now the knight has a permanent outpost right here, and this is a great square for the knight. His queen is just eyeing a pawn that's defended by another pawn, so that's good for me. Yeah, that's a logical move. All right, that's a good move for him right there. I'm surprised he's not going after my knight. I think he figures like it must be cooked already. But I have a cool idea. I just give him that pawn and then go for this because I have 3 attackers. He only has 2 defenders, and I'll be able to hit it hard actually. This is going to be a good attack. Okay, now he's going for it. Now he's going for the knight. All right. I think I have some tactics here. What if I take? Bishop takes. If rook takes, Then bishop takes, and if he takes, I'll take the queen. Bishop takes. If bishop takes, rook takes. Yeah, I think this is best. I'm up material, so let's go in for this. Let's go in for this idea. Because my rook is in line with his queen now, so wherever my bishop moves to, I can force his discovered attack on his queen. And sure, he could gobble up my knight, but that knight already won the rook. I'm okay with that. Yeah, I'm up a ton of material on this guy. There's nothing. I can't see much of what he's gonna do. I'm up so many pawns. Okay, so what did he do? Wait. Oh, he moved his bishop out, attacking my queen. Oh no, he took it. He took it. Well, I don't think that's the best move, but whatever. So I take with a rook the key, because now I'm on the queen. It's an important fact. If he strays too far, I'll have this check. I'll have some incoming threats. I'm also looking at this pawn, getting this knight out of here, and then okay, so now I have this check. Does this do anything? Oh, this is cool. This is cool. I found a way to save my knight. Let's see if there's anything better. What about rook over? Actually, hold on. I'm going to win his queen. I'm going to win his queen here. So look, I throw in this check, right? I open up a discovered attack on his queen, but he's in check. He has to get out of check, and now I take like that. And now I'm all over this guy. All right, check. Okay. Let's attack the knight. So if he moves the knight, oh, well, he can move there, I guess. Let's say he moves the knight somewhere else, though. Then I can just bring my knight here and save the knight. This is a fun game, to be honest. We're about even on time. Yep. So now I can just bring my knight over here and just hold on to it. But he can challenge it with the rook over, so I guess it's not as cool as I thought. Yeah. Not. But I have this. I have this idea. Check. The problem is the knight can't move because it's pinned to the king. But look what we got. Oh, it's almost checkmate. All right. Okay, what else do I have? Anything? I think I just have to move my king. I got to make the sorry move of just moving my king away. Because I can't move my knight anymore. It's pinned. All right, whatever. King's out of the way. Take the knight. It would be a blunder for him to take with a bishop because I got rook f8. All right, so that's good with that. Let's do the. Oh, I got to move my queen. I almost lost my queen there. Let's do check. What's a good plan of action here? He does have 3 pieces. I feel like there's a mate somewhere around here. I just can't figure out where it is. Check. I'm going to just completely simplify. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. That would be stupid. He's on the rook. I mean on the queen. He's on my queen. So I guess we'll do this check. We got to come back here, I guess. But now the difference is if he comes here, I have this check. Yeah. Okay, now I have this check. And that's power. He's only got one square he can move to. And I'm pretty damn close now to mating him. His bishop's covering f8, which is the problem. Actually, no, I can just take. Now I can just take with check. And now the bishop's not covering f8. So this is getting real close to game over. Yeah, he resigned. He wants a rematch. Yeah, I'll give this guy a rematch. What do you guys think in chat? Rematch? Give this guy a rematch? Yeah, we're going to do it. All right. Rematch this guy. Let's see what's going on with him. Oh, he wanted a rematch. I gave him a rematch, and he's not going to make a move? Hi. What is up with that? Who wants a rematch and then doesn't even play? All right, fine. We're playing it. We'll just play a different opponent. That was really bizarre. That was really, really bizarre. Okay. Oh, there's something here in this position, I think. This is already losing, I think, for him. So do I take first, or oops? Do I take first, or do I play Queen B3 first? I always forget. I think Queen B3 first. This is not allowed. There's a reason this doesn't work by bringing the bishop out here. See, the idea is I'm on this pawn right here and then hitting the undefended rook. All right, so he has to do that. Now I think I take. Now I take. This is cool. This is a really cool trap if I can remember how to do this. It involves e4 and a lot of checks on the king right here. If he takes with the knight, I mean, I have this pin, or this fork right here. Oops. So yeah, he takes with the knight. I do the fork. He takes my knight. All right. So yeah, I think I already won this game. I think this was the idea. Let's see. I didn't calculate that a lot, but I think this is the idea. Okay, so now, yeah, he took. So now I have this check. Oh, this knight needed to be developed first, though. Fuck. He'll have to bring his bishop back to block, I think. Yep. And then I have this. Actually, I just blew this. Oh, man. I was thinking I was being real smooth, and I fucked up the move order here. That's a shame. That's a shame. It's not a trap that you see very often, and I forget the move order. I'm gonna have to look at that again. So he takes there. So then I take here first. Check, hits with check. Like, what's he thinking about? He literally, oh, he's got the knight or the queen. He's debating between the knight or the queen. Okay, so he takes with the knight, and I take here. Knight's pinned, but I can't really take advantage of it. So we're even. We're even. I have a stronger center, and my queen's better placed than his queen. He's got a knight out. Yeah, I'll just take. Chop. My knight developed. I'm looking at the hop in here and have 2 pieces attacking his knight because his knight is pinned. It can't move anywhere. All right, so let's go in for this. I have this idea too, which is kind of weird. Hitting the queen. Didn't see that. I mean, this knight has got to be... Well, hold on. Maybe bishop over. Yeah, let's just... He's going to develop, I'm going to develop. And if he castles, then I'm going to throw this discover to... Okay. Oh, he went with that? I don't know about that move. All right. I'm eyeing the pawn. Maybe he'll just castle and say fuck it, but this bishop is pretty damn strong right now. Yeah, he's just saying he's just going to castle and say fuck it. All right. He'll probably take here now. In which case I take, and then I'm going to be playing this. Eventually, I want to get maybe even get my queen somewhere better. Queen over here is pretty good. I'm on the undefended pawn, going after his center pawn. Yeah, I think that might be where my queen belongs. His queen is good there though. Let's do this. I need to get control of this file. I think I need to get my rooks over and challenge this D file immediately. Yeah, and he's starting to create some threats. He's starting to be a little bit annoying, to be honest. All right, let's do this. Oh, I'm in check. I'm in check. I couldn't hear it because of the thing. I didn't see it. All right. So now he's going to win the pawn. But then I have this. And now it looks like I'm getting this pawn. And then I'm going to have a mate and 1 threat. If the rook moves anywhere, yes, now I just come up here. Look at this. My queen's ready to deliver checkmate. If he blocks with the rook, I just take here. So now I just take here, pinning the rook to the king. So the rook can't take my rook. He's in trouble now. He's in some trouble right now. Yeah, there is that move. All right. Well, I want to continue to make progress if I can. It's a little tough. I could take this pawn over here, but I have so much pressure on him. It's kind of ridiculous to. Bring my rook. Gotta watch out for back rank mate threats. I mean, do I just win this pawn? I mean, I could just win a second pawn. Well, it's just, that doesn't seem right. All right, we're gonna go in for this. I love how my queen is defending that pawn too. My queen is ideally placed. My queen could not be placed any fucking better. And his rook can't move. This rook is stuck. All his stuff's all bottled up. I'm looking at playing this next. Trying to bust things open over here. And then maybe give myself a flight square and then get this rook in play and win the game. I really have him locked down. His king and 2 rooks can't move anywhere. And I don't see a good way for him to challenge my queen either. Like with his queen. Because this pawn is covered by the queen, and then so he can't go here. Okay, so he's coming on over here. He's attacking this rook down here. Alright. I'm just going to defend it. Get it to a better square. Oh, I see. He's going to be on this pawn right there. That's a good move. That's a good move. Nice idea. Nice idea, man. So I guess we just got to do this. Double up. He's going to take, yep, he'll take there. And then I think now I just take the pawn over here. And he'll take that pawn. Alright, whatever. Oh no, I gotta take the queen. I literally have to take the queen because he's got mate threats here. Oh, that was bad. He could have done some major sacking there. So now I need... I need a lot right now. Throw a punch at the rook, get my pawn pushed. Damn. I feel like I'm letting this one get away from me a little bit. Alright. So now he's got his mate in 1 threat right here. I got to defend it. He doesn't have, this is not mate though. I'm not worried about this. So I'll just take this pawn. He's got to draw. If he wants a draw, he can force a draw. This is not a mate though. Now he still doesn't have a mate threat. So I'm going to start hitting him pretty hard though. He can gobble up this pawn. Sort of. No, he can't. Because I'm on this rook now. So I'm going to win this pawn with check. Okay, so that doesn't work. I'm on this rook now. I just keep coming over here. Now he can't because of this rook. He's out of checks. I'm going to be able to bust through. He's starting to run low on time too. I'm up a minute. I got a good shot at this. I have a legitimate shot at this. I thought I blew this game. I was doing great. I thought I blew this game, but now, I mean, anything could happen. This is good excitement, chat. You guys all digging this? All right. He's using a lot of time. This dude is using a ton of time. Okay, so now the question is, will I get mated here? Let's see, I have this check. All right, we're gonna go for it. We're gonna keep things lively. And then I just come over here, attack the rook. His time is going to be an issue for this guy. I really feel like that's the case. Okay, so then I just simply come over here. Nope, got to come over here. So this is looking pretty drawish now at this point. So let's see. I go here. He'll take. I'll take. Yeah, this is pretty drawish. He can't make any progress. But he's only got a minute. This is crazy. I might be able to time burn him. I might be able to time burn this guy. I want to keep the pawn on the board. Repetition is 3 of the same position, 3 different times. I'm going to get him on time. He can't do it. He can't do it. He can't do it. Oh, man. Got him. That was intense. That was intense. Let's do, I don't know, this move, I guess. There we go. Black timed out. White is victorious. I will take it. I will take it. There we go. There we go. That's a nice way to end the chess game. Hey, Healer Rose is here. How's it going, friend? Good to see you. It's been a while. What's new with you? Healer Rose, you say let's see. Different time streaming. Hope you're doing well, Agni. Yeah, I stream all at random times. This is later for me. This is almost 4 a.m. Where I'm at. So this is really early in the morning for me right now. I haven't slept yet. Let's see. You got me. You're just overstimulated and have energy. Yeah. No, I hear you. Didn't realize how nuanced chess is. Super nuanced. It can be. There's so much to chess. It's such a good game. Let's see. JT, you say for sure. Yeah, I try to make it entertaining, right? Healer Rose, you say that's so smart, using his own pawn as a defense. Exactly. Because here's the thing. If I had captured that pawn, then his rook captures mine and I capture his rook, and it's an automatic draw. But I want to make moves I want to keep pieces on the board because I got to run down the clock. I don't want to trade off material, so we're going to have a draw. I want to win, right? Healer Rose, you say, a good game? Yeah. And JT say, yeah, you love watching this game. Yeah, it was fun. That was a good one. That was a good time burner one at the end. Wow, we've done a lot of stuff today. We did guided meditation. We read from the Tao Te Ching. We played chess, Puzzle Rush. We did Wordle. We even read from Grimm's Fairy Tales. That was good. This was a good stream. I've been streaming almost 3 hours, 2 hours and 48 minutes. It's 4 a.m. I gotta get sleep sometime, right? I gotta get some sleep. All right, I'm gonna go to sleep because it's 4 a.m. here. So let's figure out who we're gonna raid. Let's see who's out there in the Twitch world. Kyrie is streaming, and we are going to raid Kyrie right now. Kyrie is a friend of the chat. Let's get the raid call out. Yeah, Healer Rose, I'm glad to see you again too. It's been a while, and it's always good when old friends come by. Just even just for a little bit, it's always much appreciated. All right, let's see where we're at. Okay, we got that, and we have this, and we're good. So copy and paste that. We are going to head on over to our friend Kyrie. Kyrie is a cool individual. He's a VTuber, which is cool. He streams. He just got a new VTube model. He got a new model. So let's send some love Kyrie's way. All right. Thank you all so much again for everything. I love you all so much unconditionally, and I hope you are well and have a wonderful weekend. Namaste.